Hey guys, so I wanted to bring up an issue that happens to a lot of moviegoers today, and that is the pandemic of people texting on their phones in movies. Why people do it, I don't know, because they can do it on their own time when they paid $12 to see a movie, and instead, through about 80% of the film, they're on their phone. Now, you ask, why do I bring up this topic? Well, that's because AMC has bought out Carmike, which is a theater chain I go to quite a bit. Carmike actually lives literally less than 10 minutes away from where I live. And AMC bought Carmike, and the reason why I bring up this topic, or this issue, is because AMC is considering to allow texting going on in theaters, to which I ask, why? Now, of course, I get it. You want to bring even more people into the theater. But the thing is, with every action, there's a consequence. And this is a big action you're going to do, but there's going to be a whole lot of consequences. And that would be, people are going to be complaining. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I myself have had many run-ins with people who have texted while watching a film. And I think I could speak for a lot of people when I say it pisses me off. It really does, because when I'm at a movie, whether I'm at a screening, a free advanced screening, doesn't really matter if it's free or if I pay for a film, $6, $10, $15, $20, you guys get the point. I don't want my experience ruined by somebody on a bright phone sitting a row or a seat or two next to me texting on their phone. Now, if you guys remember about 3 years ago, and also a year before that, I had videos explaining my worst experiences in a theater. Now, I know a lot of people have joined my channel since those two videos have come out. Guys, it was like 3 years ago and like another year after that. So, for those people who don't know, I have had a lot of run-ins with people who have texted, and this video is speaking directly to the AMC theaters, most specifically to the CEO who had this dumb idea in the first place. Now, of course, I get it. We want millennials to join our, we want more millennials to come to the movies. Now, of course, yes, I want people to go to the movies. I want people to go see amazing movies like The Jungle Book. I want people to go see movies like The Witch, Deadpool, Gravity, The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight, and other great films like Whiplash. I want people to go see amazing films like those, but not at the risk of people texting on their phone for 80% of the time, and that, like I said before, is going to make a lot of people angry, myself included. Now, before I go into my final thoughts, I just want to tell you guys at AMC and to the new people who have just started watching my videos, my experiences with people who have been texting while I'm watching a movie. This goes back about 6 years ago, back in 2010. Now, there were two experiences here that honestly enraged me. One experience was that I saw a Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot. Not a good movie, by the way. Do not see it. Watch the original. But that's besides the point. So I decided to go see this movie with my friend Cody. We got seats, and there was barely anybody in there, and now it's for good reason because the movie sucked. But anyways, we were sitting in the back, like in the very back row. And if you're a regular moviegoer like I am, you would know that the back row is movie 101 for annoying people who do not shut up or don't stop texting in general. And I was telling my friend, no, let's sit in the middle row. Those are the best seats. And he insisted that we sit in the back row, so I thought, okay, why not? So there's this couple there. I'm like, okay, cool. They're on a date. No worries. I mean, who wouldn't want to take their date to go see a horror film? Well, minus this one. Then the previews came along, and I see a bright light to my left. And it was really annoying me, and I was so close to just saying something, but I kept my cool, because eventually, thank goodness, I would say about 45 minutes, and yeah, 45 minutes in, they stopped using their phone, which really made me so happy. But the point I'm trying to make with that story is that what those two people did annoyed me. Okay, now going on to the next experience. This happened later that year when the movie Tron Legacy came out, and this was a movie that I was so looking forward to. I was trying to go to a midnight showing, but sadly they didn't have that at the theater I went to, a theater that I rarely even go to anymore. I was anticipating this movie, so were all my friends, my brother and his friends. We all went together, and like last time, my friend Joe, who, comes with me to this thing, said, let's sit in the back row. And I said, Joe, no, let's not do that, please. And he said, come on, it'll be cool. So I again went with it, going against my better judgment. So, you know, it was okay, you know, we're just talking, hanging out, having a good time, and again, before the movie started. And you know those times when usually when a group of people come up and they sit next to you and you have that really bad feeling? That was what happened that night. A Friday night at 7 o'clock, it was between 7 and 8 o'clock, a group of teenagers, I want to say about 6, maybe 6 people, 5 or 6 people, walked up, and I had this really bad feeling in my stomach of thinking, oh crap, this is not gonna be good. And it turns out it wasn't good at all. Now, the first 10 minutes, it was fine. They were sitting down, you know, they were just, maybe they were whispering, which I was okay with, because if you're whispering during a film, that's completely okay, but just keep it between yourselves. I'm very strict when it comes to watching movies in a theater. I want to preserve the experience, but these douches had other plans in mind. One of them takes their phone out, and their light was all the way up in terms of brightness. Like, it was bright as day. In a dark theater, I'm trying to watch a movie, and these people to my left are on their phones, not only texting, but get this, music starts playing. Not making this up at all. I'm hearing rap music to my left, and I swear I was so close to just yelling at them. So I decided, you know what, okay, now's enough. I'm just gonna tell them, shush. Which I did. I told a woman, that was who was on her phone, a woman. I told a teenage girl, shush, and then she was like, oh, I'm sorry, did I ruin your music playing? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. And then the girl sits right next to me, has the nerve, sits right next to me. She said, I'm sorry, and then afterwards, she's still sitting there. A few minutes go by, she puts up her phone, again with her brightness all the way up, and I'm not even kidding, shines the light in my face. And I'm telling you guys, I was that close to taking the phone and throwing it across the theater. And people tell me I should have done that, which I regret not doing. So after all, I was like, can you please stop doing that? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Then she goes back, still texting on her phone. AMC, I'm not even done yet. So let's flash forward about 2 years later. 2 more things happened this year. I went to go see Resident Evil Retribution, my #1 least favorite film of 2012. I was really excited to see this film because I'm a Resident Evil fan, but not much more because I love Silent Hill even more now. But that's besides the point. I'm in a theater. First of all, these parents bring their little child to go see an R-rated film. First of all, bad parenting right there. Second of all, what's coming up next? And I'm about to tell you. There are these adults sitting about a few rows ahead of me, which I'm like, okay, that's completely cool, and they were adults. But anyways, what happens next is this, and I could not believe what happened. During the movie starts, they're on their phone once again, texting, light is bright, and again, this is where I was just thinking, you've got to be kidding me right now. And then at one point, I swear to you guys, I am not making this up, I hear a ringer go off. The guy gets up, goes to the other side of the theater, the same auditorium, doesn't even have the courtesy to go outside to talk to this guy. In the middle of the theater, at the left side of the theater, he answers his phone and just starts talking on his phone. That really happened. I was close to just yelling at this guy. I didn't even care if there was a kid nearby. I wanted to just let this guy know, take it outside. Like seriously, I'm trying to watch a movie, even as bad as it is, I'm just trying to at least enjoy a bad movie right now. Now of course, there are times when you go to a film and when they say, hey, come on, and they turn off their phone, and to those people, I thank you for at least, you know, being courteous and respecting other moviegoers around you. But anyway, so getting to that, I went to go to a screening of Sinister 2. Not Sinister 2, but the first Sinister about a week early before it came out. Or no, it was a few days before it came out, my bad. And so, It was a great movie. I'm having a great time. And then I'm hearing another ringer go off. Now this wasn't your typical like phone call ringtone, but I'm hearing a text tone go off. The lady goes for her phone. Yeah, there was a lady right behind me that goes for her phone. And me and this other older lady who I go see screenings with, we turned behind us. She's on her phone. And this was the very first time that this happened in which it completely worked in my favor. And I said to this lady, "Are you kidding me right now?" And then thankfully, this woman said, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm going to turn this off right now." And she turned off her phone. And to that lady, I still remember you. You are amazing for turning off your phone. I love you for doing that. Now, thankfully, recently, in the most recent years, it has not happened. But I'm going to talk about 2 more experiences, and that is it, guys. Now, in 2013, these were like the last 2 times I ever experienced texters, thank God. Because since 2013, it has been slim to none where I've experienced textures, and I'm so thankful for that, like really thankful. So in 2013, I saw 2 movies that year that it happened again. The first time I saw Identity Thief with my dad and my brother, and at one point, I think it was halfway through the film, I kid you not, a guy was like this. That literally happened. A guy, he raised up his hands like in the Lion King in the beginning and was texting on his phone. And his brightness was up. Not all the way up, but it was noticeable. And my brother did the funniest thing. And that was, he took an M&M and threw it right at the guy. I was so proud. And luckily after that, the phone went right down. That's what you get, dude. I wanted to go see an advanced screening of The Hangover Part 3, a film I was not a big fan of whatsoever. And what happened was that, so, again, I was near the back. Bad. And this guy brought a date with them, and luckily they weren't talking throughout the entire movie, thank God. But then, so we're about, I want to say about 15 minutes from ending, the girl leaves, and then, out of nowhere, the guy takes out his phone, bright as can be, and starts texting on it. And the security, I'm not kidding, is just down there and he's not seeing this. I just thought, okay, I can't take this. I didn't even waste 10 seconds, so I looked to my left and I was like to the guy, "Can you please dim your phone a little bit at least?" And then he did this. Completely disrespectful of everybody around him. He did not care. He's just like, "Oh, I'm just sitting home on my couch. I don't care about this guy right here trying to enjoy a film." It's guys like that that I cannot stand. Now, luckily, bad things like that haven't happened in the recent years because relatively, I would say 95% of the time, ever since The Hangover Part 3, that screening, I have had great theater experiences where people have been engaged in the film, whether it's good or bad. And when the people have it on their phones, it's literally right before the previews, which makes me so happy, which I don't mind. If you're on their phone during the previews, that's completely okay. Now, I remember in one of those videos in the past 3 years, someone said, "It sounds like you just have anger issues." Now, I'm not gonna say names, but to that person, I don't have anger issues. I have a problem with people taking out their phone and texting in the theater because it not only ruins my experience, it ruins everybody around them. Now let's say this. Let's say you're watching Whiplash, right? And you're in the scene where Andrew is just drumming his heart out in the finale. Let's say you're at the finale where he's drumming Caravan and some idiot literally sitting right next to you, to the left or right, doesn't matter, takes out their phone with a bright as hell screen. I guarantee you would not want to deal with that at all. The person's not flashing the light right in your face like that one girl did when I saw Tron. You guys get my point, okay? You don't want to deal with that. My message to AMC, to the CEO, what are you thinking? Seriously, you're going to... This is bad business. Now, I get it. Now, of course, yes. Now, like I said before, you want people in the theater, of course. You want to make money. That's completely understandable. We all want to make money in our lives. We do. But this is just going way too far to regular theater goers that love going to the movies to experience a cinematic adventure, which is why I go. No matter if it's good or bad, I like going to the movies because I like to get sucked into the magic of watching a film, whether if it's an amazing movie or I try to watch a really bad film. Now, speaking directly to the AMC CEO, I have understood that you guys have acquired every Carmike theater, and one of yours is about 5 to 10 minutes away from me, and I love going to that theater. Heck, I saw Hardcore Henry in D-Box at there. I saw Batman v Superman in IMAX there. I've been planning to see Captain America Civil War in IMAX there, but luckily this deal hasn't gone through yet. It's going through the end of the year, which it might be about, so we still have about, I don't know, what, 8 more months until this deal goes through. Speaking directly to the CEO, if this rule goes by, I will never set foot in that theater again. I love going to Movie Co. That's a great theater, the one I go to. It's an amazing theater. It's a great experience to go. But if this rule passes at that specific theater, that's gonna piss a lot of people off, including myself. Now, I did read the article, yes, I'll put in the link in the description below, and it says that they're thinking about, you know, auditoriums that are just for texting only. Why even do that? Just enforce a no texting rule. Trust me, it'll make 90% of the people who actually go to the movies to experience a film very happy. Not those people who text. Why do you spend $12.50 or whatever the price is that you go at when you go to movies just to text? Don't you do that already out of the theater? I'm trying to figure this out right now, guys. Like, why would you go to a movie and text when you spent your hard-earned money on a movie? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, please explain to me below to the people who do it. Please explain to me below why you do it. I want to know. I seriously want to know why you guys do that out there. Basically, what I've said to the CEO of AMC, do not pass this rule. It's going to piss off a lot of people. It really will. Past the moviegoers who are going to the movies to actually enjoy a movie are going to be enraged at this. I've already known a few people who say that if AMC passes this rule, they will not set foot into that theater. Do you want to lose money? Now I get it, of course, you want more people, but you're going to actually lose money from doing this if you piss off the right people. And I am one of those people that you're making mad. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, AMC, please do not pass this rule. I know it's not happening until later in the year, but please, for the love of God, do not. There are people that actually go to the movies to actually enjoy a movie. They don't want to be interrupted by some idiot on their phone texting the whole time. If they have a smartphone, they're on their Facebook, Twitter, or on their Instagram pages, which is even worse than texting. Seriously, like, people are going to exploit that rule. See, now when you put a rule around, people will find ways to exploit that, and this is one of the dumbest rules that a theater has ever come up with. And if it happens, like I said before, never going to an AMC again. Anyways, guys, I have said my piece on this whole stupid rule that has come up. Let me know in the comments what you think of this thing that might pass. I truly hope it does not pass, because I, like a lot of people, go to movies to actually enjoy a film. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video to AMC on Instagram, Twitter, or if they even have a YouTube channel, or even to their Facebook page. I want to get this out there that AMC is about to make a colossal mistake in the movie industry. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our content from me. And as always, until the next video, I will see you all next time.